Joy gem coming my way. The baby bonnet. This will tear jerk you, man. Just like soother. The word soother is two of the most glaring joy packages of letters of all times. You have the famous resh, which equals joy, and then the famous TOO, which equals joy. Sitting in the word soother. Baby equals 5, followed by 5 times 5. Everyone knows that a baby is a joy. And so God has ordained all these baby artifacts to scream out this number 5. So as I walk here at Rowley Park, okay, there are, some babies with baby bonnets on. Bonnet. Of course it's called a bonnet. Why wouldn't it be called a bonnet? God was talking about bonnets 6,000 years ago before, most of history came forth. Bonnet, bonnet, bonnet. He says it must be called bonnet. It must be spelled this way. And it must add perfectly to 70. Okay, so the first 5 letters of bonnet add perfectly to joy, 50. And then it finishes with a bonus 20. So the first 5 letters average 10 points, and then the final letter doubles that to add 20 points. So what's the message from God in a baby bonnet? Well, now if you say baby bonnet, now you get double joy perfectly. I'm not even joking. This is like, these are the delightful ways that God prophesies to people and announces to people what he's going to do in their lives. Like, you could be walking down the street and God just puts a baby bonnet in your path, and it's a sign that you're going to be having a baby soon. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is just absolutely crazy. One gem sets you free to unlock all of the perfection and revelation and joy of God in the entire universe. And that gem is this: that God is sovereign over the end from the beginning, and that God ordained all the English words, and in fact all the words in all languages, to be perfect mathematically before him day and night, to glorify his joy person before the foundation of the world. And God, in his ultimate symphonic genius, simply, designed and ordained thousands of humans to symphonically, be a part of this total buildup of the Oxford English Dictionary in every language on earth. To the present hour, we come along in my generation, and we just scoop up perfect, logical, wisdom, mathematical gold after the last one, So, pretty simple. The truth is, God wrote the Oxford English Dictionary before the foundation of the world. And he wrote it to be perfectly mathematically pleasing for himself and to glorify his love nature, his joy nature, and all the other attributes of himself. And this central theme of the whole symphony, which is joy, okay, is just perfectly accounted for. Pardon the pun, it's actually what I meant to say. It's perfectly accounted for in the math of all the terminology of anything learned and seen and understood anywhere. It's called a baby bonnet because it had to be called a baby bonnet before the foundation of the universe. For God's joy. First of all, for God's joy. Not your joy first. For God's joy first, your joy second. Remember, God is speaking English more than all of us combined. God likes to talk about baby bonnets. Okay? It brings him great joy to say the letters baby bonnet. And he knows the math, and he knows that it's screaming out 5s, the number of joy. And he knows that there's millions of baby bonnets, just, like littering the earth and keeping the good little Joe happy in the sun, or the little Susie. So the story is never not tear-jerking. From the bottom to the top, from the east to the west, from the beginning to the end. And what's so tear-jerking about it is just how clinically perfect it is.